Hey, what's going on, guys? Have not done a video like this in a while. Decided to do this today because the Reaper Bones 3 Kickstarter, or Kickstarter 3, or whatever they're calling it, went live today. And within a few minutes, it reached its first funding goal. I think within a half hour is at almost $200,000. Looking like they're going to nail it. I mean, again, just hit astronomical numbers, which is impressive. Um, I've never had the privilege to jump in on any of those. Would love to do that eventually. Um, it's not looking like it'll be this year. Hopefully next year when they do it again, I can finally get in on it. But it's not happening this year. So, um, yeah. Oh well. Some of the other things that I'm interested in talking about real quick are my wife and I were talking about doing some video collaborations. You guys know she had the YouTube channel Awkwardly Nerdy. People seem to like that a lot, but I was doing a lot of the editing for her, and so it was just a little bit too much work to juggle the few channels I have. So decided to hold off on that for a while until she was more motivated. Well, last week we were talking. Last couple weeks we've been talking about it actually. We've been driving. I'm doing real estate, not only here where I'm currently at in Grand Rapids, but I'm doing it over in southeastern Michigan as well. Ann Arbor to Detroit, all those areas. And my wife on one of our trips over there was talking to me about doing videos again. So we discussed it, and we're going to do videos. I have a list of video topics for us, and we will discuss things. There will be Q&A sessions, so if you guys want to ask questions, feel free. Maybe a couple of them we'll do live, and we'll put the Q&A app up. We might do some Twitch. We were talking about using Twitch. We also discussed doing a one-on-one game where I would run it for her. Who knows? Maybe we would do it reverse. Don't know if we would just have her control one character, multiple characters. Haven't really discussed that much. So that will probably happen in the future. What else? All sorts of stuff that her and I have been talking about with that. She's been painting my Reaper miniatures for me. Every now and then when she's got time. I'm just not very good. I'm not good at it. She's way better at it than I am. I can do generic paint jobs, like if a guy's just in full armor, nothing real fancy about him, I can just, boom, hit him with black, dry brush him with, some silver or gray, and, he looks fine. Or zombies or whatever, but she's much better. And so I've posted a couple videos. I posted the video of her druid, which is actually the Pathfinder Iconic Witch. I also posted the my level 5 Barbarian, level 5 Fighter dual wielder. I posted that up too, which we're going to be using those characters this Friday in a game that we're playing in. And so that'll be cool. We also... another thing, I got a new phone. I have the iPhone 6, and the video quality is much better than my webcam, much better than my actual camera, and it works with my tripod. So it's probably going to be something that I'm going to use for my future videos. I'm going to give it a shot. Right now, I would have used it for this video, but the battery was a little low, so I'm charging it right now. But I will probably try and use it very soon. And I'm hoping the quality to be better. So I'm looking for feedback once I start doing that from you guys. You can always leave comments, tell me things you want me to improve, anything like that. So if you want to go and help me, up the quality of my stuff, just go check out my Patreon, become a patron and support the channel and all that good stuff. I want to get a Blue Yeti microphone. I want to get, 3-point lighting. I need to get some storage stuff for my basement so that I can have a set area to record with a, blank background and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things I want to do. that if I had the funding, it would definitely be possible. So if you feel like, supporting that, go check out my Patreon account and become a patron. What else? What else? Been watching a lot of videos lately. Was watching the Will Wheaton series now, Titans Fall, I think is what he's calling it. So I watched that today. I'm home with the kids all day, so in the morning I watch a lot of YouTube while I'm feeding the baby and burping him, changing him, and feeding him again. So I put it up on the PlayStation and watch some YouTube videos. Been watching a lot of Nerdarchy videos lately. I like their videos where they talk about, different ways to create an archetype or their monster. They've done some monster ecology type of videos. I wouldn't necessarily call them monster ecology, but they talk about interesting ways you can use monsters and pair them up with other monsters. It's just kind of interesting. I love hearing those guys, talk about stuff. So I've been enjoying that, and yeah, the community looks like it's going stronger than I can remember without me being involved. I feel like it's pretty amazing. We've got, I think we're coming up on 3,000 members. So yeah, I think it's on, you got some strong members there. And also something I've been wanting to do, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I want to flesh out my setting that I've been working on, that I've used for all of my homebrew games. I want to flesh it out a little more. And so one of the things I thought of doing is taking an area which I talked about 2 years ago in a video and doing a bunch of one-shots, like a series of them, and doing it similar to how SR2 Joker did the Githyanki game. I love the idea that, you could bring in all new players this game and just play, and then the next game could be a bunch of new players again and play. And it's the same. You can watch it in order and pick stuff up from it. So I like that. So I kind of want to do that with that area of my game world. Oh no. I'm not sure if it's freezing up on me or not. Sometimes it does this. But anyway, so that's something I want to do. And then I'd also, all right, I'll just because I'm not sure if that cut out. So I want to run a series of one-shot take place up. Work. Maybe I have too many things open. All right. Anyways, so I want to see how that all works out. Maybe I can flesh out this part of the world. But the idea is that everybody would be from this one city and part of a mercenary group that's a large mercenary group that the city always hires out to do certain things, whether it's to serve as backup to their army or other things. So that's the idea with that. And then, and it would be varying levels, so when I post it up, I might say, okay, guys, we're going to run this as a second level game. Next time might be a fifth level. Next, whatever. That it's a possibility. Or maybe I'll just start off at first level, and as people level up, we will, people will start to separate themselves by ranks, similar to the Githyanki game, minus all the magic items. So, and I would probably do it. I probably would do it based on XP, just award certain XP per session. And as we play, certain people who play more, obviously we get more XP, and then certain people who don't play very much wouldn't. And that wouldn't affect how I would run the game. So it would force players to be a little bit more strategic, especially if they're lower level. But yeah. So yes, I will be returning to live playing, running games. I feel like finally I'm motivated again. I kind of went into a funk with everything. All the drama caught up with me and having the kid and, trying to prepare for moving brokerages and stuff. It was a lot all at once. And I kind of cleared off my plate, took away some of my responsibilities that weren't, family and work related. And I've taken my breather, and I think I'm ready to come back. And I might not be as frequent as I was, and I don't think there's a problem with that. Before, there were times when it was like, oh man, I haven't done anything in a week or two. I need to do something, and I don't necessarily feel that way now. I feel like I can just come back, do what I want when I want, and it'll be less stress. The one shot group has proven that it can succeed on its own. It doesn't need me. It doesn't need anybody, really. The community and the people. Some of you guys out there have really carried the reins, and I appreciate that, because if it wasn't for some of the people doing the chats and the games, it could have fizzled out. But it's a strong community now, and I love seeing that. So, a lot of you may have noticed that the Provokers and Sir Celine are in Washington, and I'm in Michigan. I just couldn't afford a trip to the West Coast. It would have just been too pricey. So the guys are out there; they're all having fun. I've seen a couple of videos. They've sent me some videos through chat, which were pretty funny. And love those guys. It's awesome to see them having a great time. Looks like they're having a blast. So, Provokers, Sir Celine, all you guys, awesome. I'm happy for you guys. Hopefully next year or whenever, next time, things, work out the way I'm hoping, then maybe I can make it. So, or who knows, maybe next time it'll be in Michigan. So, whatever seems to make the most sense and work for everybody, I guess. But yeah, so they're out there having a good time. I know they were playing a game last night. So yeah, and maybe in the future on my channel, you'll see more videos with Nate. You'll also, I want to do, and a while back, I was going to do some interviews with different people, and real life stepped up and interfered. And I've been listening to people. I've been talking to some people about the best way to do it. I can do it over Hangouts, which the quality is really shoddy. And I like I said, the quality of my stuff. Not sure how much I can. I mean, my laptop, I think, is on its last leg. I've owned it for about 5 years, something like that. But I'd like to do better quality, and I'd like to give other people in the community some exposure. So I want to interview people that I haven't necessarily had on my channel before. So hopefully I can get around to doing that in the next month or so. It's not necessarily a priority. It's not like, oh my gosh, I need to do this now. But it's something I definitely want to do, once a month, probably just showcase somebody else's channel that does a lot for the community, who might not be, as well known as, some of the prominent members. And maybe sometimes I'll bring in one of those prominent members. So, yeah. Another thing is the podcast. Now, I was doing it with SR2 Joker. I haven't talked to him about it in a while. I'm sure he'd still be interested. But, obviously, I know the guy's got a life too. So I do want to bring it back, whether he's a part of it. I hope he is. If he chooses not to, that's fine too. I want it to be a legit podcast, though. I want to, like I said, I want to get a nice microphone. I want it to be good quality sound. So I need on my end to improve a lot of things. So we'll see what happens with that. Like I said, I've been talking to a few people about it, and hopefully I can. I've been talking to a lot of people about that kind of stuff in the last few months, and hopefully I can improve the stuff on my end eventually, because I think that would be really cool to get going. So at a high level, and I think it's people have mentioned using Audacity and Skype for the two best ways to do it. So. And they also had mentioned if I use Audacity, have the other person or have whoever's on the show record it as well, send me all the music file or the sound files, and then line it up and cut it that way. So yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to the whole thing. I want to get it going legit though. I want it to be on iTunes. So maybe I'll talk to some other guys I know that run some podcasts and get some more feedback. If you know anything about all that, feel free to comment on it below. I had somebody tell me today, oh, you should go do a GoFundMe for the Reaper Bones 3 Kickstarter. And I would love that, but I mean, if you guys wanted to support me, you could go to Patreon and do it that way. I doubt anybody would do a GoFundMe just so I can get some Reaper Bones miniatures. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's really all that's going on, which I know is actually quite a bit. But my wife wants to start doing some stuff on my channel again. And so we've been talking about it, and we have some plans. So I did film the other day us making our characters for our game this weekend. I am going to do a video probably today of me putting my character into a PDF. So you'll see my character a little better. But yeah, and so I mean, you can watch that video. It got cut off because the battery died at the end or towards the end. But you can watch that video here soon and see how we bicker. Some people like that. They love watching us bicker, especially since we have one player's handbook for the two of us. So yeah, but anyways, so yeah, that'll be up hopefully tonight or tomorrow. And like I said, I'll have the other video up probably of just my character before that. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully you guys will stick around for more future videos. Let me know what you guys think about the painted miniatures I've been doing. I know they're really short videos. I've been filming them on my iPhone, and let me know what you want to see. Maybe there's something you want me and my wife to cover. We have some ideas already that we've been discussing, but we will gladly put it down on paper and discuss possibly doing it on my channel. We're probably not going to put anything on the Awkwardly Nerdy channel. We might, but most of it will be up on my channel, and it'll be my intro and then followed by her intro. And that's how we'll do the videos then. So a little bit of a change to the way we do it. But yeah, so like I said, a lot of things going on, and I'm pretty excited about all the stuff that I want to do. And I got my mojo back. I'm feeling pretty motivated and excited to get back to doing this stuff. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Thank you. Bye-bye.